introduction, my name is Ryan Murr. I'm one of your interns for the Forestry Agronomy and Horticulture program this summer. And welcome to today's Agronomy and Horticulture Tip Tuesday. And with that, I'll turn it over to Grace.
Hi, everybody. My name is Grace Lee, and I'm also one of your 4-H Agronomy and Horticulture interns. And so today we're going to be going over, like Ryan said, ag technology. So first, just a little announcement. Ryan, if you could go to the next. Remember to treat this as if you were in person. Your mics and cameras are muted, but if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. If there's any misbehavior in the chat, we will ask you to leave. This webinar is being recorded per university policy. So next, how about you all join me in saying the 4-H pledge. So I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, my health to better living, for my family, my club, my community, my country, and my world.
So in today's webinar, we'll be focusing on ag technology. As technology has become more advanced in the last 20 years, 30 years, we've really seen it being used in agriculture. So we thought we'd take some time to explore agricultural technology. So the definition of ag technology is the use of technology in agriculture, horticulture, and aquaculture at the aim of improving yield, efficiency, and profitability. Today we have Mr. Cale Glenn with us. He is from Ag Leader, a prominent ag technology company. And with that, I'll turn it over to him and he will talk to us about ag technologies.
Thanks, Ryan, and good afternoon to everybody watching today. I'm excited that you're here with us. Ag Leader, we're excited to have the chance to speak with you guys today, let you know who Ag Leader is, what we offer, and how technology can help farmers overall. So I think you will get a lot out of today's presentation. So let me get started. I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to do a PowerPoint style today. All right, so there you see on the screen, Ag Leader, and then myself, Cale Glenn. Nice to meet everybody. We are from Ames, Iowa. That is where Ag Leader is manufactured. Who am I? How did I come to be with Ag Leader? Just some quick facts about myself. I was actually a 4-H member in Dickey County, North Dakota, which was near our family farm where the red dot is here on the screen. That is in North Dakota, of course. You can see that. I was born in Aberdeen, South Dakota. That's just right across the border. That was the nearest hospital to my farm in Fullerton. So born in South Dakota, raised in North Dakota, did 4-H in Dickey County. So I know all about trying to win those purple ribbons and maybe some blue ribbons as well. I definitely did not get any white ribbons, maybe 1 or 2 reds. So those are some facts about me. I graduated from the University of North Dakota. I got started in agriculture, working on the farm and then also working for a company called Dakota Micro, which manufactures the AgCam camera. I worked there for 3 years, and then for the last 7 years, I've been with Ag Leader Technology in Ames, Iowa. In the summer, I love to coach baseball. I'm doing that right now, later tonight. And I love to bow hunt in the fall. So I do a lot of elk hunting, deer hunting, you name it. Just some of the dots here on the screen. The green dot down in Iowa, that's where Ames is at. And then today, I actually live clear up in northern Minnesota. So I live in Duluth, Minnesota today. Living in Duluth, I have the opportunity to travel the country for Ag Leader. I travel all over Minnesota and all over the world for Ag Leader. So excited to be here today with you guys, share my experiences. So what do I do at Ag Leader? So Ag Leader, we're a technology manufacturer. My job is to work with our Minnesota producers. So I cover county to county across the way for Ag Leader. If your county is here, throw out your county in the chat box to let us know where you're from. Wherever I have a blue dot is where I have personal connections with growers in specific counties. So Working at Ag Leader gives me the opportunity to connect with a number of different producers and growers. My job is to also work with our dealerships throughout Minnesota. So today we have 25 Ag Leader dealerships with over 50 locations. So my job is to ensure that we have properly trained technicians across Minnesota that will allow farmers to work with them. So we want to make sure that we interact with growers and get them started with technology. So many times farmers or producers aren't sure where to get started with technology, and that's where I come into play. So with my experience, I'm able to put them into the right direction. So Minnesota is just it's a really fun state. It's a really diverse state, lots of different crops. So with our technology, we do everything from sugar beets, potatoes, even in some areas, I've helped guys plant trees more efficiently. So you name the type of crop or setup and I've probably come across it. So, and every day I learn something new working with new producers. So a little bit about Ag Leader. So for those of you that aren't familiar with Ag Leader, so we are a precision technology manufacturer. So that means we make products to make farmers more efficient on their operations. We are based in Ames, Iowa. As I said earlier, we got started in 1992. So we're just over 25 years old in ag technology. Our founder, his name is Al Myers. He's one of the leading pioneers in precision technology. He developed the first on-the-go yield monitor for combines back in '92. That is how we got started. Since then, we've had a number of new products and innovations along the way that I'm going to share with you guys today. So our big markets today is we create yield monitors for combines, GPS and steering, think auto steer for tractors and combines and sprayers. So now our operators can sit back and let the machine steer for them while they monitor the rest of their machine. We also specialize in planter technology. So we manufacture planter clutches for John Deere, Case, White, Kinsey, you name it. We do sprayer shutoffs. So think of the sprayer shutting on and off. We manufacture the modules and the technology for that. And then we also do variable rate technology for planting seed and applications. So think of one area receiving a great deal of corn and then the other area receiving less seed. So we have the tools to make sure that we're planting more efficiently and operating more efficiently. We also have high-speed delivery systems, and we do data management. So whether you have a smartphone, tablet, computer, you name it, you can do Ag Leader right from your phone anywhere in the world. So lots of cool stuff. Our team, we have about 300 employees, and we are all over the world. So we're in Iowa, of course. We're also in Brazil, Australia, and Amsterdam. So we have offices in a number of different places. So think from a continent standpoint, you got Europe, Australia, and South America, North America. So we are on 4 different continents. So pretty exciting stuff. And just a quick note, guys, too, if you have any questions at all, just type them right in the chat box and we'll get to them whenever. So what kind of technology does Ag Leader make? Our main piece of technology is our monitoring technology. So you see here, this is an Ag Leader screen. This goes in every tractor or every combine or every sprayer. So this is the main piece of the technology. From here, you have your tillage, you have your planting, your application, your harvest, and your water management. So what that could mean is this same screen could run your corn planter, and then this same screen could run your sprayer, and then later on at harvest, it can run your combine, and then also your tile plow. So the idea here is we get one monitor to run the entire farm. So for a grower looking to get into technology, if he buys the one screen from Ag Leader, he'll have the opportunity to run the entire farm, and it'll make his or her life much, much easier. So year-round functionality, and then these displays also communicate with each other. So what that means is if I have one monitor in one tractor, one monitor in another combine, we can see where each other's at on the screen. So lots of good stuff there. And you can see the way this monitor is set up. It's very similar to an iPad or a smartphone. So it's very, very easy to use. And we manufacture all of these right in Ames, Iowa. So that's just some of who we are. And our tradition is serving farmers. So again, over 25 years ago, we got started by the founder of our company, and his dream was to make farmers' lives better. And that is what we do today with the technology. It makes them more efficient, and it makes their operation more enjoyable as well. So at the end of the day, when a farmer's coming home, they'll have much less fatigue if they're running the technology. It simplifies their operations and makes them, again, more efficient and more accurate as well. So one question for you guys, we're just a few minutes in here. Why is technology good for a farm? What does it mean to have the technology? So we've touched on a few of those points. If you have any additional answers, just type them in the chat box. So again, why is technology good? Again, it's going to impact our profitability. So at the end of the day, a farmer is trying to make money or to make more money. So it's making us more efficient, and it's allowing us to control our inputs. So for example, if we know where we're planting our seed with our corn planter that you see here in the picture, if we can control every seed, we can be more efficient. So that'll allow us to use less seed. And then later on, when we're doing application or spraying, we're going to use less inputs because we're not overspraying areas. And that'll allow us to be better environmental stewards as well. And again, that's what you see here. It allows us to be, again, more efficient. And on the water side of it, you see the water droplet. We can also remove excess water. So in Minnesota, we have tons of water. We're the land of 10,000 lakes. We got huge lakes, water all over the place. On some of our fields that have water, we have the ability to efficiently drain those fields with drain tile. And again, come harvest time, we can monitor the progress of our yields before and after harvest. So when we get to our harvest or combining, this is our final report card for the year. So the green is telling us we have all A's, the red is telling us that maybe there's some work we need to do. So with the technology, we're able to pinpoint the areas that need help. That way, I can query a certain area or draw a circle around it, and then I can focus on that area for next year. If I know my green area is good, what did I do well in that area compared to the red area? Things like that allow us to game plan better for next year. So the technology allows us to record all of these different data points. And this may look familiar to a lot of you. So of course, here we have an iPad. And with the iPad, I'm able to view the data. So you saw earlier I had the monitor. The monitor sends the information to the iPad. And then as you, the grower or the farmer, you're able to walk that specific part of the field. So you can walk out there with your iPad and have an understanding of what you need to do better for next year. So a lot of different technology involved here. The other thing with the iPad, we can also look at our corn maps as far as our planting maps, and we can also look at our application maps. The other thing that you have available is with 24/7 monitoring, I could watch one of my growers plant across the world. So you could be 5,000 miles away from me, and I can monitor as far as how you're doing in your operations. So, and I can even do that in real time. So if you were planning today, I could have my iPad or my smartphone, and I could watch a little planter out in this field or watch a combine. So that's how the technology can really impact what we're doing. And again, this goes right into this slide here. So view your planning progress on the go. So if I have operators that maybe they're unsure about something, I can watch them plant. And that way I can help and offer my assistance to them as they're operating. We do this with growers. If we ever have any sort of technical issue, we can log into the screen and we can check the system health of that machine to make sure that our technology is efficiently operating. I hope that makes sense to everybody as far as how that works. So again, we're syncing wirelessly. I can download on Google Play, download on the App Store, and I can have the Ag Leader app on my smartphone or my iPad. And from there, I connect that with my machines out in the fields. So at any given day, I know where my machines are at and how they're operating. So a lot of different technology changes over the years at Ag Leader, which is really exciting. Our job is to continue to provide innovative products for growers that make them more efficient and more profitable. So we continue to raise the bar at Ag Leader as far as providing customer-friendly products. One thing I wanted to do today is take a step back and look at the timeline of Ag Leader and how have things evolved in technology. So you just saw the great stuff I had as far as apps and monitors, lots of easy stuff. I'm going to reverse for a second and look back to how things used to happen. So way back in the day, 1992, back when I was probably a kindergartner, we came out with our first monitor. This was called the Yield Monitor 2000. This was the first on-the-go yield monitor in the entire world. So nobody had anything like this. This allowed the farmer to track how his yield was in different spots of the field. So when he was operating it within a field, he would know that, okay, I'm getting 214 bushels an acre in this area. And from there, he could make changes because one part of the field may be different than the other part of the field. And that's why the yield monitor came into play. And you can, of course, you can see it, lots of buttons. It did work very well. And in fact, we still have hundreds of these out today where there are customers running old yield monitors from 1992. So if you guys ever get a minute, you can go to our website and we have a timeline where from 1992 until today, you can track Ag Leader technology and how technology has grown. So you can just go to agleader.com to track that. But otherwise, I'm going to go over a few of the key ones today. So 1992, on-the-go yield monitor. The next big one was in the year 2000. We developed the SMS desktop software. So what that allowed us to do, that allowed us to take everything from this monitor, the 2000, and any of the next coming monitors, and it allowed us to analyze the data points. So we would take a card, a memory card, and we would insert that into the computer. And with the software program, it allowed us to view our various data points. So that was in 2000. Fast forward to today, and now all that information's in your pocket. So any point of the day, if you want to track your yield monitor information, any of that, you go right into your smartphone on the app and away you go. Pretty exciting stuff. And that is a free app for growers. Once they've purchased a system, they're able to get access to that app. So if you guys are interested, you could actually download that app. Unfortunately, you won't get any information as it is your data that is analyzed here, but you can still see the interface and how it works. So take a look at that. So again, the whole idea here is making things easy and efficient for farmers. We want farmers to have quick access to their data and their information, and we want their jobs to go easier, run smoother, and have less downtime. Which leads us into our next slide here. So yesterday, in fact, we released our high-speed planning system called SureSpeed. So what this is a full planning delivery system called SureSpeed. This allows the farmer to nearly double his planting speed in certain areas. So traditionally, a farmer may plant at 4.5 miles an hour or maybe 5. This allows some operators to plant at 12 miles an hour, which is nearly twice as fast as most operators are used to. This is a huge innovation. This allows growers to double their speed, which allows for less downtime. They'll have more time available. And this actually allows us to plant more efficient than at some of the lower speeds. So the way this system is designed, we can plant at lower speeds in certain areas if we need to, but this is going to help growers with their singulation and their spacing. So what that means is making sure that their seeds are spaced properly and make sure that each seed comes through this meter and is planted. And again, we're after high performance here. We want to make sure that every seed counts. So when it comes to planting time, we want every seed to count. And again, we want very low maintenance for the grower, and we want them to be more efficient and more accurate as well. So that is called SureSpeed. So I'm excited to share that with you. How that works is throughout the year, not only are we out in the fields working with our existing products, but we're also in our buildings designing and making new pieces of equipment. So the big takeaway there for you guys is, depending on your skill set or what you like to do, in farm technology, there's numerous different options for students. And whether that's on the sales side or the marketing, some of these graphics that I've been sharing, maybe you like to design some of these graphics. Or maybe you want to be an engineer one day and you want to design products. So at Ag Leader, I am really fortunate and grateful to work with a number of different talented employees, and we all work together very well to make sure that we have great and outstanding products for farmers. That, at the end of the day, that is our mission, is to make growers more efficient. You've heard me say that a lot, but that's what it's all about when we talk about technology. And again, I just put a little link here for you as well, so you can see that. All right, so you should be able to see my screen here. So this is the SureSpeed assembly. So this is a row unit here. So with the full speed system here, you can see how each piece of corn comes off the plate. So we want maximum efficiency. And then the way it works is it comes down a tube, and then there's a high-speed sensor. So that sensor actually reads then back to the monitor. So that's how we judge our performance on the screen. And then there's our release points. We're putting the seed in the trench. And then on our monitor, our Ag Leader monitor here that you see, this is how we're able to view everything that's going on. And then just real quick here. So then this is our in-command monitor. Let's watch a short little video here. So this is our systems in action here. All right, so all right, just a little glitch there. But there we got to see the videos as far as Ag Leader in action. So you were able to see the monitor and how the gentleman was planting corn. And with the Ag Leader monitor, it allows him to see a window into each row unit. So that way you can keep track of every piece of seed that's coming out. And you could see his dad was in a pickup truck with an iPad. And from the iPad, he was able to monitor his son as far as how he was operating and if there were any issues. So again, that full connectivity piece, that is how the efficiency comes into play, making sure that everybody is on the same page with the technology. So again, if you guys want to watch any more videos from Ag Leader, agleader.com. We have a number of different videos from harvest to planting, anything in between, you name it. So if you guys enjoyed that, so just wanted to get that blurb out there. And then really today, that's everything I wanted to cover. I wanted to provide a brief glimpse of information for you guys to get some thoughts as far as provoking and thinking about different ways that Ag Leader and technology as a whole can help your operation. So that's probably a question I would leave you guys with is, how can different farms improve by technology? Or how can your farm be impacted or improved by adding technology? Again, the big ones are yield monitoring, planter shutoffs, application control, and then GPS and steering as well. So auto steer is very popular on the technology side of things, and everything continues to evolve. So if you guys have any